Welcome back to Maniacal Music Musings. And oof, do we have another special for you tonight? I mean, not as special as one night in Bangkok. What can I say? You don't forget those nights. But we are continuing the Ranker 172 Top 80s New Wave Songs bracket. We're in the second part now with three parts left to go after this. And these playlists just keep getting a little better, a little better. And I think the last two playlists are going to be freaking phenomenal. But oof, let's get into it, folks, though, because we're a little short on guests today, but that just means we get to get more in depth with the music, and I like that even better. So, plus, all we're lacking is some yeps. So, they won't hear that, hopefully.
I'm
But
down, man. I'm so excited because there's so many songs on here that when I saw the list, I went, "Fuck yeah, this is killer."
I 27 or 28 of them are fucking pretty damn good. But,
Oh yeah.
folks, let me introduce my guests. Of course, I'm not rude here. Joining me as always is Mr. Dean Bose from Family Plot Podcast, a regular muser at this point.
Hi.
And becoming a regular muser at this point, Mr. Max Payne, Mr. Man Mountain Rock himself.
A pleasure. You do know I love music, and this is right up my alley, so to speak.
Oh, this one was good. A lot of different genres in this one, which is what made it interesting. But let's get started because we're gonna have some fun with this one. It's gonna be some discussions. I already know this shit. So,
Oh fuck yeah.
because this first matchup, I saw this earlier today, and I was like, oh god, damn you! That's two top 10 ones right there on my fucking list. God damn it! But I'm gonna actually, I didn't fucking do that real fast. I did not do that. Gotta switch us around. Boop, boop. And Dean gets stars off, and it's gonna be the lowest ranked song in this part of the bracket, number 163 ranked. You Can't Get What You Want by Joe Jackson, going against number 74 ranked Obsession by Animotion.
I got to go with Obsession. To me, that's way more new wave than You Can't Get What You Want by Joe Jackson.
Oh, Joe Jackson is actually a new discovery of mine. Apparently, he sings a lot of songs I didn't know were him or who they were. It's just songs I've known my whole life, and I'm like, wait a minute, he did that one. And on this playlist, I'm like, he is too in this playlist. I'm on both of them. I was like, he does this song? I'm like, no, you heard of this guy. Like, I'm like, is he related to Michael Jackson? Like, what the fuck? But he impressed me actually both of his. Uh, but yeah, You Can't Get What You Want was my lower ranked of his two songs. That was all the way down to like 11 for me. So Obsession is my number two song because that's so 80s new wave. It's not even funny. And you know, as Harley told me earlier this week, that song's kind of a theme song for her when she thinks about me. So you know, but I can't wait till she watches this replay. I really can't. I have so many fucking I have so many fucking stings for her today with these. I'm kind of pissed she's not here for that reason. But it's fun having a co-host to let you fuck around like that. But Max, which way would you have gone? Even though Obsession's already moved on by majority.
I like Joe Jackson, and the couple of he had he like you said, there's a few things that I didn't realize was his, and I went, oh, okay. But Obsession to me it summarizes new wave in such a way that to me it's up there with Flock of Seagulls, for God's sakes, so.
Yep, I mean, Obsession is basically some of the earliest techno music, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and it sets a good precedent for all techno music to follow because
I agree.
It's amazing, and you can't get what you want. It's a good song, but it's a supermarket song. That's all it is nowadays. A supermarket song.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, but I start the next matchup off, and it's gonna be number 162 ranked "Police on My Back" by The Clash versus number 73 ranked "Never Tear Us Apart" by NXS. And this is a tough one for me. It really is. I like both. These are two different genres, really, and I like both of them. But this is actually the only Clash. This is really the only Clash song in this part I actually liked. But what else? I have this even. Police on My. They weren't that low. I know that. Police on My Back. Like what the fuck? Oh, it was my number 21. So I mean, it's lower. Never Tear Us Apart is my number 14. Not exactly high, but mid grade. Never Tear Us Apart is just I like the music. The music in it. It's like that song Bittersweet Symphony. It's got like the classical element to it. Uh, it's sad in a way. It's the way it's been used in movies and shit. It's supposed to be a sad song, I think, but I gotta go with In Excess. It's a little bit better than Police on My Back, even though that's an amazing fucking punk song in a way.
Right.
But which way you want to go, Max?
You know, I think In Excess this is the only In Excess song on this list.
Well, on this part maybe.
Just today.
Yep. Yeah, on this part it is. There's one more in the bracket.
There's 3 Clash songs, and I love the Clash, so I'm gonna give In Excess the nod on this one because I really like In Excess, and this is a pretty good song.
And Dean, which way would you have gone?
I got to go with In Excess just because they were on the Lost Boys. In Excess.
Yeah, true. They were. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but that means it's time for Max to start now finally. And this one's easy to me, but we'll see. It's number 161 ranked I Touch Roses by Book of Love and versus number 72 ranked One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head.
Oh, One Night in Bangkok.
And
isn't there also too? Isn't there from the same era? Didn't the band 10cc's do a different version of this song? But I thought for some reason I haven't looked to see on the 10cc original soundtrack album. I think there's a version of the song called they call it One Night in Paris. But
maybe I can't say I've ever heard of that, so I'd have to look into it. But,
it's a great album. Yeah. If you've never heard that album, I recommend it highly. The 10cc's, it's called Original Soundtrack. It's got this song I'm Not in Love on it, and it's an amazing fucking album.
I mean, I'm sure if CJ was here, he'd have something to say about it. That's for damn sure. But he's whenever lying for shit like that. But he hasn't answered my fucking messages. But Dean, which way you want to go?
I got to go with One Night in Bangkok when I was in high school. And yes, that was a long time ago. A friend of mine convinced me to sign up for a talent contest to where we did this like big martial arts routine to that song. And I knew nothing about the martial arts at that time. So he literally taught me how to move and mimic what I was supposed to do without actually knowing how to do any of it. And I got really good at it. And then right before it happened, for some reason, they canceled the talent show.
That sucks.
Dean, that's a sad story. Fuck.
But I still have a fond memory of One Night in Bangkok because of that song. And I can still twirl a boken if you give me one.
We've been warned about giving you instruments. But I see, this is funny in a way, because this is my bottom song versus my top song. And I Touch Roses is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. It's just fucking horrible. So boring. But,
don't beat around the bush, Jeremy. What do you really think about it?
but One Night in Bangkok, ever since I really got into it after it was on the Rolling Stone top 500 song bracket we did, like that song has been like it comes to my freaking spot. I play this all the time, and I love that freaking song. Just the music in it is so amazing, and it's the only song. He's a one-hit wonder. I mean, that's the only song he's really known for, but it's an amazing fucking song. Guy came out of nowhere, did this song. I was just like, peace. But yeah, so it's gonna be a sweep for One Night in Bangkok, as it damn well should be.
So just real quick, I went and checked, and I am right. 10cc. I got to plug this because it's a great fucking album, and I just watched the whole special on the song "I'm Not in Love." But if you've never heard that album, Original Soundtrack by 10cc's, they do a version. I'd like to know if it's somehow related. They do a version called One Night in Paris, which is an amazing song. So
I'll have to check it out.
just more bullshit. Just that if you're a music lover, 10cc's Original Soundtrack is an amazing album.
Maybe I'll bring it on the show just to have CJ be like, where did you come up with this idea from?
Oh, fuck, man. You won't be sorry. I'm telling you. It's really an amazing. It's one of those really well-crafted albums.
I've heard 10cc, so I'll have to check it out. But that means that we're back to Dean to start the next one. And this one could be difficult, maybe. It's going to be number 160 ranked, The Magnificent Seven by The Clash, going against number 71 ranked, I Got You by Split Enz.
Now, see, here's the thing. I don't hate The Clash. In fact, I kind of love them. But I think of them as proto-punk. Like, not quite fully punk, but in the early days of it. And, The Magnificent Seven is kind of one of those punk spirit, that almost a punk spiritual, almost one of those songs like Bulls on Parade that you hear it and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go kick some ass. I'm going to go with Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven I actually liked that song a little bit. I kept hearing the freaking title of it and wanted it to be the Supremes and Four Tops together as Magnificent Seven, because that's what the thing they did back in the 70s. But I Got You was my number 22, and I just totally lost what the fuck it was. And Magnificent Seven was my number 28, so I actually gotta go with I Got You. I enjoyed that song. It's kind of a classic to me. I've heard it all my life, different reasons. Well, what the hell I do. But that means for the first time we got a tiebreaker in this one. Which way you want to go, Daryl?
You know what? I'm gonna go with I really like The Clash, and The Magnificent Seven is also, both versions of the movie are really fucking great. But I love that Split Enz. As I was previewing and going through everything and listening to it, I was reminded. It's funny how when we do this, it's so fun. I actually really get a kick out of previewing and going and hearing these songs, and you go, oh, that was that song. Fuck, I like that one. And I really like that Split Enz song. It's really a good song. So I'm gonna go with Split Enz on this one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these songs, it's like, oh, that's from that song was in that movie. Like,
right.
At this point, these have been used so many times as different things. But
there's so many songs in this. In fact, I can't wait. There's one of the songs I'm gonna. I hope you guys. I know you guys will be able to answer for me which movie it was in.
I got a couple references in my back pocket for this one.
I know you do.
Yeah, it's my thing. But that means I get to start the next one. And the Clash are back again. It's going to be number 159 ranked Spanish Bombs by the Clash, going against number 70 ranked Games Without Frontiers by Peter Gabriel. Which Spanish Bombs, it's my second lowest ranked freaking song. I wasn't a big fan of it. So it was my 33, but Games Without Frontiers is my number 30. So it's not winning by a huge landslide. It's just the better of two evils, basically, in my mind. I mean, Peter Gabriel's not bad. I don't mind his Genesis days, and I like his solo work to some degree, but he's just not one of my favorites. Him and Phil Collins can both just stick to the few things they're good at. But which way you want to go, Max?
Can I ask a question? Am I the only fucking human being on the planet that when you listen to original Genesis with Peter Gabriel and fucking Phil Collins, that you go, their solo careers and the after Genesis of the later Genesis, they're like, they're not even in the same fucking universe. It's like the alternate universe musically. Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins and the music they did independently, and then I know Peter Gabriel didn't go back to Genesis, but the after the breakup and then back to Genesis when they, when Phil Collins then became the lead singer and was really the dominant force, it's so fucking different. But I love Peter Gabriel and I love this song. So Peter Gabriel gets my nod. But man, I remember when I was a kid and I heard the Genesis for the first time, because they did all that weird shit theatrically, stage wise. And so I always wondered, who in the hell, how did they differentiate so much musically in those years?
I mean, well, they both probably had their own styles to begin with, and then they were forced into a group together because they just ended up that way. But I still will never forgive Phil Collins for trying to make Timmy leave the Lords of the Underworld in South Park. I'll never forgive Phil Collins for that. So, which way would you have gone, Dean?
It's not Salisbury Hill, but I'm going to go with Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, it's a decent song.
Salisbury Hill, yeah. I love that tune.
Just a lot of fucking. There's a lot of good tracks in this, so shit that got ranked low isn't always bad. But that means that the next matchup can start off by Max, and it's going to be number 158, "Girlfriend Is Better" by the Talking Heads, going against number 69 ranked "Steppin' Out" by Joe Jackson.
Well, again, here we are with the Joe Jackson. I like "Steppin' Out." I do. It's a great song, but I'm such a Talking Heads fan. I just saw David Byrne the other night on Stephen Colbert, and he's still fucking amazing to this day. He's just so creative and musically just such a genius. I love the Talking Heads, and this is a good song.
Dean?
Man, I got to go with Talking Heads. David Byrne's a musical genius. Man can book the numbers, don't need paper, no pencil.
Nah, he's amazing.
I like the Talking Heads. This song was good. It was halfway down my list, basically. But I love "Steppin' Out." "Steppin' Out" is such a fun musical song. Like the freaking beginning, where it's kind of like just like the bass track on a freaking keyboard, and then like it steps into the actual song. Like it's another supermarket song, but I freaking love that song. Like just for the music more than anything. I mean, the lyrics are decent, but I love that song. So I would have went for "Steppin' Out."
I agree, though. That's a good Joe Jackson. I mean, this is one of those moments where musically, it's a tough decision because it's one of Joe Jackson's better songs, and I really like it. But I'm just such a fucking Talking Heads fan that
there's a better Talking Heads song on this. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah.
But the next matchup gets started off by Dean, and it's going to be number 157 ranked "Waterfront" by Simple Minds versus number 68 ranked "She Blinded Me with Science" by Thomas Dolby.
Baby, you got to go with Thomas Dolby. "She Blinded Me with Science." That wasn't just music. That was a cultural shockwave for me when I was in high school, and for a lot of other high school kids at that time as well. "She Blinded Me with Science." I mean, Thomas Dolby, do you know how much producer work he got off that song? And that's really the only reason he made it, was to show what a good producer he was.
Oh, yeah. It was just a follow-up to his first song, too. But
Thomas Dolby.
Yeah, this is easy for me. "Waterfront" was not a good song. It was my number 29. It was not that great a song. It was decent, but yeah. "She Blinded Me with Science" by number 10. I love that song since I was a fucking kid. It's ever since I saw it on VH1 the first time, I was just like, oh my god, like what the fuck is this? Like it's such a weird freaking song, but it's fun. It's a fun fucking song to just sit and listen to. And if you didn't know you were gonna be a stoner, you should know if you like that song. But you know,
it would prompt you into being a stoner, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just such a funky, fun song. But
it's like a gateway. It's like a gateway drug to smoking dope.
And which way would you have gone, Max?
You know, I love Simple Minds, and there's so many other better Simple Minds songs. And like I'm totally with both of you on this. This song was, this was, you know, it changed the way you thought about shit. I mean, it was such a fucking cool song, and because I'm a heavy metal guy, and this is one of those songs that I couldn't wait to hear on MTV, and the video was great. The whole fucking thing was just it was just an amazing tune, and it had a profound impact on me. So yeah, definitely.
Which means the first playing match of the night can start off by me, and it's going to be number 155 ranked. Do You Want to Hold Me by Bow Wow Wow, going against number 67 ranked Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. Do You Want to Hold Me is a good song. It's not great. It's a good song. I had down number 25. Talking in Your Sleep is a fucking amazing song. That song is such a good song. The lyrics, the beat is perfect. It's my number 6. I freaking love Talking in Your Sleep. But which way would you go, Dean?
The Romantics, Talking in Your Sleep. Absolutely. No, without question.
Which means they're moving into the first round. But which way would you have gone, Max?
Oh, the guitar riff in this song, and just the simplicity of it, and just the cleanliness the recording of it. It's just, what it's like. For me, because I grew up with brothers who were really into, the whole Beach Boys era, and Jan and Dean, and it really has that sort of fucking just classic old great rock and roll vibe to it. I just fucking love it. So yeah, definitely. With that, there's no doubt about it. It's definitely the Romantics.
And that means that the Talking in Your Sleep is going to get started off by Max on this one. I've just fucked up the order in the last one a little bit, and that's why my head's backwards. But it's going to be Talking in Your Sleep versus number 156 ranked Two Tribes by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
I'm gonna go. So I love Frankie Goes to Hollywood. This particular Frankie Goes to Hollywood song is not my favorite. My favorite one is obviously Relax. It's coming up. It's on the list. So I'm gonna go with Talking in Your Sleep, because that's another great fucking song.
All right, and which way do you want to go there, Dean?
You know what? I'm sticking with the same choice I went with last time. I just think it's a better song.
Yeah, it definitely is. Two Tribes was an okay song. I never heard it till this actual playlist, but I always don't think I did. I might have. Who the fuck knows? But I mean, it was actually right in the middle, number 15 for me. It was a decent song. I learned to like it more the more I heard it, but I overall wasn't a huge fan of it compared to the other freaking song they did on this part. But that means the first half of round 1 is over, and we're gonna move into the other part of round 1. And it's going to be started off by Dean. Number 118 ranked Promised You a Miracle by Simple Minds. Or number 32 ranked Love My Way by the Psychedelic Furs.
Oh, Love My Way. Absolutely. Just for Valley Girl, Love My Way.
Yeah, I mean, Promised You a Miracle wasn't that great a song to me. It was decent, but it was down by number 26. Love My Way was a little bit higher, by number 23. It was mixed in with a lot of other good fucking songs, but it still was a really good song. I liked it. Never really heard the Psychedelic Furs, but might look them to a little bit at some point more in the future. But which way would you have gone, Max?
What, Dean? What movie was the Psychedelic Furs song in?
It was in a movie called Valley Girl. It was one of Nick Cage's earliest films.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm going with Psychedelic Furs on this one too, because if I'm not mistaken, I remember that because that was during the whole, all of which was started by fucking Frank Zappa.
Right.
Yep.
Who wrote the song
Zappa
Valley
started
Girl?
the whole Valley Girl thing started because of Frank Zappa. The only fucking radio song that he was ever associated with out of all of his music happens to be Valley Girl. So yeah, I'm totally with that. I'm totally with you on that one.
That album has been brought on our show, actually. Aaron from Yaha is a huge Frank Zappa fan. But
Oh, I'm a big Zappa fan too. Fucking huge.
that means the next matchup is going to start off by me. And actually, okay, this is a fucking easy one for me. But it's number 117 ranked Radio Free Europe by REM, or number 31 ranked Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And I REM, I think I said this last time too. I ain't the biggest REM fan by any means. Their 90s stuff's a lot better. Radio Free Europe was my number 31 ranked, and freaking Relax was my number 7 ranked. That is such a classic song. I never could have told you the band of it before this week, but I always have known that song. It's such a fun fucking song. So yeah, that's the better Frankie Goes to Hollywood song in this fucking part. But which way would you go, Max?
You know, I love Relax so much. I've gone and scoured like the internet, and I have like these fucking great like 12-minute, mixes of that song, and there are these just fantastic remixes of it. And I love that song from the minute I heard it. Everything about it just really to me, it's just such a classic. It's just one of those tunes that once it's in your head, you never forget it.
Yeah, it really is. It's so the chorus is so unique. But
yeah, and the REM song the REM song it's like one of their, like, at best, mediocre songs.
Yeah, it's not one of their best songs. But Night Swimming won't be on this. So, but which way would you have gone, Dean?
Well, it's not Orange Crush, so I guess I'm going with Relax. That song is, again, it's iconic. You came up in the 80s, you know that song.
Boy, howdy.
You can't put any era after, it's not, know that song too. It became a supermarket song like a lot of these. But that means that the next matchup is going to start off by Max, and it's going to be number 116 ranked Joan of Arc, Maid of Orleans by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, or number 30 ranked White Wedding by Billy Idol.
So this is so fucking cool. I still have it. I actually recorded the record. I had a buddy that was a huge record collector, and he gave me this White Wedding LP, and it's actually just 4 versions of White Wedding, and it was on a piece of vinyl that was white. So the LP itself was a white LP, and it was just kick ass. And then it's just like the Relax thing we were talking about. It's all these great mixes of White Wedding, some of them without any singing on it, so you could intermix it with anybody who was doing DJ shit. But it's just amazing. And then on top of that, Steve Stevens is such an I mean, when I heard the instant I heard the opening fucking notes to this song, the down now 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 now, immediately I'm hooked. Immediately. White Wedding is up there with it's in my top 20 all-time favorite songs ever.
I can't say it's in my top 20, that's for damn sure. But top 2000 maybe? I don't know. But I don't know. But which way would you go, Dean? I'm taking up your turn here.
I'm definitely down with White Wedding. Billy, not to mention is that song iconic, but it has so many influences. It has rockabilly, it has punk. It's a song looking for a genre, but it's great. But Billy Idol himself is such a just decent human being, really. And I saw him just a few years ago, not that long ago at all, and he's fun to watch on stage. Like, and he does a lot of covers on stage that he doesn't do otherwise. Like, he did the song "Who Are You" by the Who, and his reason for doing it was he likes CSI and he likes the Who, so he was going to sing it. I mean, just
Nice.
You can't hate a guy who's having that much fun doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sounds like my experience seeing Green Jelly. But that's a fun fucking concert. Yeah, actually, I'll go. Green Jelly opened up for ICP. It was a really fun concert.
Green Jelly, the Three Little Piggies, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I forgot all about that, Jeremy. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Which he closes the show to that song, and Dean be proud of this. He strips down to his boxers during the song, and he throws before the song starts. They throw out all these like costumes to people in the mosh pit, and like people put on these like costumes which go in like a little hole to see through, and the mosh pit just becomes pure madness. My cousin and I both got knocked on our fucking asses during that mosh pit.
Wow.
But I never really was into Green Jelly until I saw him live, and I was like, oh my God, he's fucking amazing. And Serial Killer, when he did Serial Killer live, that's such a fun song live.
Wow.
All the voices he fucking does in that song for the different mascots. But as far as this matchup goes, White Wedding's moving on, obviously. White Wedding would have been my choice too. We just recently had someone bring on, I think it was CJ, just recently brought on Murder Dolls on the show, and it was like a greatest hits album they did, and they did a cover of White Wedding on it, and their cover of White Wedding is really fucking good.
I'll have to go look that up.
For those who don't know, Murder Dolls is a kind of like a super group. Wednesday 13's the singer, and I forget who the guitarist and drummer are, but they're both from other bands too. They're a super group out in LA. But actually, I think Johnny Depp's involved too, if I'm not mistaken. But Joan of Arc, I did like it. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. There were parts of it that had like a Scottish bagpipe like sound in it, and I freaking love that. But I don't know. It just I have such mixed feelings about orchestral maneuvers in the dark after this playlist. I don't know what I really think about them. I need to hear more they've done so I can actually like get a clear judgment. But White Wedding's moving on, obviously, and that means Dean gets a tough matchup in my opinion. Number 115 ranked, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes by Ultravox, or number 29 ranked, 99 Love Balloons by Nina.
99 Left Balloons. Come on, that song is so iconic.
See, I agree. Eurotrip was the first time I really got into that song was Eurotrip. But such a good movie. Such a good fucking I got to show my son that movie actually. It's such a good movie. But problem is, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, you were on the Avantasia bracket, Dean, so you know Avantasia did a cover of that. And I mean, Avantasia's cover is 100 times better, though. Hearing Tobias sing that song versus Ultravox sing it is just like night and day. There's so much more emotion when Tobias sings it. But I got to go with 99 Left Balloons because it's a better song. It's such a good song, and it was a war protest song too, but it doesn't seem like it. But which way you want to go, Max?
Oh, definitely got to do the 99 red balloons, baby.
Which means Nina moves on. This next matchup, I didn't think was going to be hard, but after listening to these songs, I now think it's hard. And I'm starting it off. Shit. It's number 114 ranked, The Sun Always Shines on TV by Aha, versus number 28 ranked, Friday I'm in Love by The Cure. And I never knew Aha for anything except Take Me On. That's the only song by them I ever fucking knew before this. So I was like, okay, this song's good and kind of creepy how accurate it is. But that was my number 16, and Friday I'm in Love is a classic. Friday I'm in Love is a fucking classic. The Cure, Rob Plant's one of the greatest human beings in the world. We all know this. But I, it's overplayed. It's been oversaturated in the last fucking 20 years. Friday I'm in Love is in fucking everything. Every rom com, every fucking commercial has Friday I'm in Love. I gotta go with Aha. I think The Sun Always Shines on TV is a better song by a few rankings at least. But which way you want to go, Max?
You know, I'm with you on everything you said, but there's just something so fucking magical about Friday I'm in Love. If like I was gonna ask, is there a specific movie? But I think you're right. I think it's been in every fucking rom-com in the last 30 years since it was probably written. But it's just it's just one of those. It's a sweet song. It's melodic as hell and it's fun. So I'm gonna go with Friday I'm in Love.
And that means Dean, you're the tiebreaker. We don't have many of those this time.
Well, sorry to you, Jeremy, but I've got to go with Friday I'm in Love because Robert Smith is essentially a kaiju who defeated Mecha Streisand. So
why do I always say Robert Plant? I don't know why I fucking associate him with the fucking Cure when I know he's from Led Zeppelin. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, I don't know why I do that. It's one of those things, like disassociation things, where like you confuse two people with the same name. But fuck me, and Harley's not here, so it doesn't even get to be funny. But Max,
it was good.
But Max, you could start this one off.
Okay.
I think it's a fucking bomb ass easy one. But number 113 ranked, Save It for Later by the English Beat versus number 27 ranked, There's Always Something There to Remind Me by Naked Eyes.
Oh, I love that song, man. Always Something There to Remind Me, man. That's just a fucking great fucking song.
And Dean, which way you want to go?
I like the English Beat. I like them quite a bit. But Always Something There to Remind Me. Talk about a song about a breakup that you really didn't want. Oh, right. That song is almost painful to listen to with the emotions it dredges up. So, got to go with it.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing the English Beat, and just like the Revolutionary War, they can fucking beat it again. But I gotta fucking. There's always something there to remind me. It's such an amazing classic song, and the music in it, those fucking like bells that play in the beginning, and then like every time I hear those,
ding 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 ding.
Every time I hear that, I think of Home Alone 2. Like that scene when he first goes out in New York City, like the music that's playing in the background.
Oh yeah.
Like it sounds so fucking similar. I'm like, did they take like the beginning of that song for the movie? Like I can never prove it, but I always think of Home Alone 2, which is the greatest Home Alone because our great president was in it and showed a nice young man the way to the lobby. But
yeah.
Just to piss off some people at our network. But I'm an asshole. I know. I'm aware.
That's sure to draw some fun comments, Jeremy.
I strive for the best, man. But but there's always something to remind me. Moves the fuck on. I just had to bring that up because I always thought about that and I never get to talk about it. Like one of those things. But
it's like that president being in WrestleMania 7, right? I mean,
you mean 17?
No, wasn't it 7?
No, he was not
17. I don't remember whatever the number was.
17 was Lashley versus Umaga with the stipulation.
You would know. Trust me, I don't know that. I knew there was a 7 in the number there somewhere, but yeah.
No, WrestleMania 7 was like main, like Hulk Hogan versus somebody for the fucking main thing. I'm pretty sure. Like that's WrestleMania 7 was 80s.
You know, it's so funny because it to me, I've laughed about this. I've said this publicly over and over again, that I've always believed that Trump has Vince on speed dial. So,
I'm sure they're buddies in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna go into that, but
we can leave it at that.
they're buddies in a lot of ways. Maybe even a little bit like Shawn Michaels and Vince, but we'll leave it at that.
Oh wow, fuck! Go hard or go home. That's my motto.
Well, speaking of going hard or going home, this next matchup is I'm dreading this. And Dean starts it off, thank God. But it's number 112 ranked I Touch Myself by the Divinals, going against number 26 ranked Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads.
Oh, you would do that. What the
I did not make these fucking rankings. I can't.
God damn it, Jeremy.
Yeah, this isn't this. Ooh. God damn it. They're both great songs. They really are. But I'm a Talking Heads guy to the bone. I got to go with them. Once in a Lifetime, it's one of my favorite songs.
They're both amazing songs. You're not wrong about that, and I agree. We gave a lot of love to Once in a Lifetime on the Rolling Stone 500 bracket. So it's my number 8. My number 5 though is I Touch Myself by the Vinyls, because it's an amazing fucking song about female empowerment, and I can't hear it and not think of that scene in Austin Powers' International Man Mystery where he's stripping naked and dancing in front of the fembots while that song plays. And that's all I can think about is because I fucking love that movie. But and it's such a fun song. And it's another song that Harley said she was going to mention that she thinks about me when she hears. So, I mean, what can I say? But which way you want to go, Max? You're the tiebreaker on this hard ass.
So you went with the Divinals.
I did, because I think I Touch Myself was a better song.
You know, I hate to do this too because I fucking love. This is one of my favorite Talking Heads songs. But the Divinals is that's talk about a one-hit fucking wonder. I mean, they wrote a song that to me is just so typifies the 80s and the whole new wave, that whole genre. It just, to me, just spoke fucking volumes. I thought it was such an amazing, it was sexy as fuck. The hook from it, it's got the hook from hell. Everything about that song is like the perfect, 3-minute fucking 2-minute and 30-second pop song. And on top of that, the lead singer was just hot as fuck. And I got it, forgive me, David. I think he would in this moment, but I'm going to go with the Divinals.
Oh, fuck. I was not seeing that coming. I honestly am shocked, but I am happily shocked. I'm going to get some angry fucking emails for that shit. But, I mean,
wait a minute. That doesn't mean I don't fucking. I mean, that's like sitting there trying to decide between pistachio and fucking Rocky Road ice cream. For God's sake, they're both great. It doesn't mean you don't love one less than the other. It's that you got to make a decision. If you can only have one, I'm gonna take it.
I mean, it'd be Rocky Road without fucking a second to think about it, even. But that's me. But and I mean, there's nothing harder in the world than a woman singing about touching herself. Like, oof.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy singing that might be a little creepy, but a woman singing that is fucking amazing. But that means this last play-in matchup of the night gets started off by me, and it's going to be number 110 ranked "Rock and Roll High School" by the Ramones, or number 25 ranked, the highest ranked in this part, "Hold Me Now" by the Thompson Twins. Which Rock and Roll High School is my number 12. It's a damn good song. It's a classic Ramones song. I feel like it means more if you're actually in like high school and like it's a rebellion song, especially back then. Nowadays it's kind of like, okay, who cares? But and back then it was a huge thing. It was a huge cultural impact back then. I know that. But Hold Me Now is my number 9 ranked because it's basically 80s doo wop, and I fucking love that. The fucking chorus is 100% doo wop. The whole "Hold Me Now," whoa, like that's fucking doo wop. Like it's fucking backup singers and doo wop, but I fucking love it. If CJ was here, he'd be talking about how much he loves it too, even though he loves Ramones. So this actually might be a fucking difficult ass one for him if he was here. But I mean, I like the Ramones, but I don't love them. I don't know the Thompson Twins from a hole in the ground, but I know that fucking song, and that song is like 80s doo wop, and it gets my vote. But Max, which way you want to go?
You know, I fucking, if this was Beat on the Brat by the Ramones, I'd probably, I love Rock and Roll High School. I agree with you. I think the reason that I can cast my vote the way and justify my vote this way is that it's very genre or very not genre, very demographic specific. The Rock and Roll High School is, and the Thompson Twins song, you know, it's just a fucking one of those great, catchy, you know, songs that when you hear it on the radio, you can't help but sing along with it. And it's just, I love it. And I love the Ramones. And again, this is exactly like we just talked about Rocky Road versus whatever your other favorite ice cream to choose from. If it's not pistachio, that's fine. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to go for the Thompson Twins on this one.
And just for the record, the other favorite ice cream is everything but the 2, the Ben Jerry's flavor. But
everything but the, what is it?
Everything but the 2, it's called.
Everything but the 2, as in the number 2.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because they have an ice cream called Everything But the, which is supposedly everything but the kitchen sink.
Okay.
Then they went and reformulated it, and now they have Everything But the 2.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to have to go try that because that's one thing fat guys love is ice cream. So I'm going to have to go try everything but the 2.
I try not to eat it. I try not to eat it, but if it's in the house, I'll fucking devour it. But that means the Thompson Twins are moving on. But Dean, which way would you have gone?
There was a movie, a horrible, shitty movie called Rock and Roll High School.
Yeah.
That I loved. And that song was a huge part of it. I know it's not moving on, but for that movie alone, I have to vote for Rock and Roll High School.
It feels like it's a song that belongs in the 50s more than the 80s. Like it seems like a song Elvis would have sang. But
so you're so right. That's what I meant. It feels like something like a fucking who was the great Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. You know,
yeah,
it's kind of that mentality, isn't it?
Well, what was I gonna say? Well, that means they move into round 1, though, the Thompson Twins, and that means the next match gets started off by Max, the last match of round 1, and it's going to be number 111, "Forever Live and Die" by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark versus "Hold Me Now" by Thompson Twins.
I'm gonna have to go with the Thompson Twins again. That shit is "Hold Me Now" is a great. I like their orchestra maneuver in the dark. They're not as memorable, in my opinion, as like the Thompson Twins.
I wonder if I feel like they've done something. Oh, they have another song on this called Locomotion. I don't know if that's actually a better song. Off the top of my head, I don't recognize the name, but I might
Is
know
it a
it.
cover of the original Locomotion?
I don't know.
Huh.
I never heard. I don't know the name. Like I said, I don't know it by name off the top of my head. I just once I hear
orchestral maneuvers in the dark.
Yeah,
huh?
It's the only other song they got in this bracket. But you're going with Thompson Twins there, Max?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Thompson Twins on that one.
And Dean?
I am such a fan of OMD, the song Enola Gay that was in the movie Pretty in Pink. Such a good song. I'm going to go with OMD. They may not win, but and doesn't hurt Thompson Twins because they're already there.
Well, that makes me a tiebreaker for the first time tonight. Unfortunately, this is not the Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark song that I ranked higher out of the two. This was my number 32 because I did not like this song really much at all. I thought it was boring as could be. If it was the Joan of Arc one, it might have honestly had a better chance. Oh, okay, no, it wouldn't make a difference. But Hold Me Now, still my number 9 versus number 20. I'm sorry, number 32 out of 34. So I gotta give it to Hold Me Now. Forever Live and Die wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't a good song. I couldn't get into it, and I heard it 7-8 times this week minimum, and I just couldn't get in full, and I couldn't get into it. Like, it was just something about it just wasn't entertaining. I don't know. I can't wait to hear what Locomotion is, because I feel like they've done something. I know that fucking name, and I don't know why.
No, they did have you know what? I totally agree with you on this, Jeremy. They had one hit. I can actually see the beginning of the video of the fucking guy starting the song. I can't remember what it was, but they had one really great hit, in my opinion.
Oh, wait a minute, is that it? Because maybe. Fuck. Beginning of it. Fuck you.
What's up? You cut out there. Did you get
okay? No, I don't. The song that came up, I didn't fucking recognize. I listened to like a few seconds of it skipping through, and I'm like, I don't recognize this song at all. I mean, it was in Pretty in Pink too, if you leave me. But I don't know. I don't know where I know him from. But that means that round 1's over, folks, and we can go into round 2. And
Pretty in Pink is such the Pretty in Pink is just full of such classic. That movie is one of those. I mean, it's like The Breakfast Club, in my opinion. It's up there in that kind of. It has that kind of status for me. Pretty in Pink.
And the song most people know by OMD is "If You Leave."
What is it?
If You Leave.
If You Leave.
Yeah, that's the one.
I just tried listening to it, and I'm like, I don't recognize this song really. Like, I kind of like slight memories of it, but I don't recognize this song really. Not that my fucking cigarette cherry here.
If I remember right, and I could be wrong, it was the 80s, and it's a long time ago. But it's the one that goes, touch you once, touch you twice, I won't let go at any price.
Sounds kind of familiar-ish, but that means round 2 is going to get started off by I was the tiebreaker on that one, so it's got to be then Dean's starting it, and it's going to be Obsession by Animotion versus Never Tear Us Apart by NXS.
Obsession.
Yeah, I mean, these are both in my fucking top 15, but Obsession's 12 spots higher. I gotta give it to Obsession. But which way do you want to go there?
I'm going Obsession.
It's a sweep. And good news, folks. The other half of Maniacal Musings might be popping on in a few minutes. But But he hops on when he hops on. But the next matchup is going to get started off by me. Oh, this is easy for me. It's One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head versus the Magnificent Seven by The Clash. And I gotta go One Night in Bangkok. It's my number one. I'm going with One Night in Bangkok. I fucking love that song. The Golden Oyster. But which way you want to go? Which should be a name of fucking sake. I'm just saying. But which way you want to go there, Max?
Oh, I'm going One Night in Bangkok.
And Dean?
Well, the way I hear it, One Night in Bangkok would make even Haku tumble, and he was a tough SOB from what I hear. So I am going with One Night in Bangkok.
Haku is an amazing cat, I will tell you.
He could put down the drink from what Undertaker says, but
he's one of those guys who he's one of those guys who was known for being a badass. He ripped out he got in a fight with Jesse Barr, Jimmy Jack Funk, and pulled his eyeball out in a fight, and he was pretty notorious for being a badass. But having said that, the reality of it is anybody who knew Haku, he is a sweet guy, and he's just a sweetheart. And anybody who knew Jesse Barr and knows Jesse Barr knows he probably deserved it.
But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Max, and it's going to be Games Without Frontiers by Peter Gabriel or Stepping Out by Joe Jackson.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with Peter Gabriel on this one.
And Dean?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Peter Gabriel as well.
If I ever need CJ to hop on, it's now more than ever. I don't know which way we go, honestly. But I like Stepping Out better. I think that's such a fucking amazing song. Oh, shit. As if a genie heard my wish. Perfect timing. CJ, playing the music on himself, has decided to join us, folks.
Hello, CJ.
Hello, CJ.
Yeah, we're having a boys' night here, CJ, talking 80's music, so it's always a good
There's
time.
no Metallica in this list, though, unfortunately.
That's not a bad thing.
They are not new wave. I don't. They may bend genres in this fucking bracket, but if they put Metallica here, I'd really be questioning shit. So.
That was really meant to be. I guess the level of my facetiousness didn't creep in as well as I hoped it would.
I saw it immediately.
They've done a couple covers that were originally new wave.
Yeah.
Well, CJ, the matchup we're on, which is currently 2-1, so you could force it into a tiebreaker or get a winner. But it's
okay. Just so we know, I'm going strictly on knowledge here because I didn't see the list. So
you know all these songs that are left in this bracket.
I probably will.
I'm pretty damn sure.
Yeah, you don't need a list.
He's the music god.
My musical knowledge, and this is one of my favorite genres. So
he's called the music god for a fucking reason. But it's Games Without Frontiers by Peter Gabriel versus Stepping Out by Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson.
Oh, I called for a miracle and I fucking got it. I fucking love it. Oh, and that means I need to bring out the old coin flip 3000 here for a little tiebreaker.
Get a spin off.
Nah, fuck a spin. I got a coin. That works better. There we go. Which heads or tails for Joe Jackson there, CJ?
Heads.
Some head for Joe Jackson, please. Oh, fucking thank you, God. If Peter Gabriel won this, I'd be so pissed. But Joe Jackson moves on, and there's only one matchup left in this side of round 2. But I'm so happy with that result now. I'm going to go. I actually might leave this one happy. See, no Harley. She doesn't get fucked up. But she's gonna hate me if she actually overhears this. But I'm gonna let CJ start this next one off since he just got in, and this is a good one to start off anyway. She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby versus Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics.
Oh man, you know what? I really like Thomas Dolby and what he brought to the table. But the Romantics were a Detroit band, and being I'm from Detroit, I've got to go with. Not only are they a Detroit band, but it was Jeffrey Geiger's. He was the original drummer before he became a lawyer. It was his brother's band. So, the Romantics.
And Dean?
What's the who's on first again?
She Blind Me with Science versus Talking in Your Sleep.
Thomas Dolby, that's right.
Now see, Talking in Your Sleep, I ranked about 4 spots higher than She Blind Me with Science, so I gotta go with the Romantics. It's more of an actual song. She Blind Me with Science is a song, but like a not really. It's more of a Frank Zappa. It's more of a Frank Zappa-esque song, kind of. But which way you want to go, Max Payne?
I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to stick to my rock and roll roots here. I'm gonna go with the Romantics.
And we have a winner. I honestly wasn't. I had no idea where that one was going.
I love She Blinded Me with Science, but the Romantics just fucking killed. So,
which means the next side, on the other side of round 2, the first matchup gets started off by Dean, and it's Love My Way by the Psychedelic Furs versus Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Man, when I play them side by side in my head, Love My Way makes me happier. They're both good songs. I like them both, but I'm going to go with Psychedelic Furs here.
Yeah. Love My Way was my number 23, and that's going against my number 7, so I got to go with Relax. Just do it. I swear to God, this whole fucking bracket is the soundtrack to Saints Row 3. But, yeah, I gotta go with Frankie Goes to Hollywood on this one. But which way you want to go there, Max?
I'm going Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Which means CJ either can get a tiebreaker going or he can make a winner here. Which way you want to go, CJ?
So we got Psychedelic Furs versus Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yep.
Is it? It's Relax, and what's the other one?
Love My Way.
Love My Way.
Love My Way. I don't know that one that well.
Love My Way. It's a new.
I'm still stuck on Thomas Dolby because of all this stuff he did aside from his like he played on the Def Leppard Pyromania record and played on Belinda Carlisle's record and all this other weird stuff that was completely out of character for him. You know what? Let's go with just based on the song itself. Go with Frankie Goes to Hollywood. That's a better song. Psychedelic Furs is a better band, but Relax is a better song.
Oof. And that means, this next matchup gets started off by me. Fuck. And it's going to be White Wedding by Billy Idol versus 99 Luft Balloons by Nina. And 99 Luft Balloons was 5 spots ahead of White Wedding on my list. So I got to go with 99 Luft Balloons. But which way you want to go, Max?
White Wedding.
So, CJ, I did bring up the Murder Dolls album you brought on a couple weeks ago and the cover of White Wedding on that.
Yeah.
Who's in that? Who's in that again? I was trying to tell them like who was in that, but I couldn't remember the guitarist.
Wednesday 13 is the singer. Joey Jordanson actually, instead of playing drums in that band, it was actually the guitar player. Joey played guitar for the Murder Dolls. And then they're also before the guitar player, Edsel Tripp, before they convicted him being a pedophile, was the second guitar player. The one that he was in Dope was the third major guy in that band. Yeah, great band.
Oh, they are. They're still on my list to check out more of. I got a long way to get to them, but they're there. But which way you want to go, CJ? White Wedding or 99 Left Balloons?
Oh man, much as I love White Wedding, 99 Left Balloons not only is an incredible song, but has 3 of my favorite covers of that song by 3 totally different bands.
I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out what band covered it I knew, and to figure out the Murdochs.
Goldfinger did a really cool version of it. And then Martika, the one who did Toy Soldiers, did a cool version of it. And then actually Bret Michaels did sort of this acoustic guitar version, like sort of Every Rose Has Its Thorn type version of it. That's very, very cool. Those are my 3 favorites, but it's been done to death. I mean, Atrophy did one, and whatever. But yeah, the Nenya one. Nenya was a really underrated band.
And Dean, which way are you going to go? We gonna have a tiebreaker, or are we gonna have a winner?
"99 Left Balloons." I dig. It's a good song. It really is. It's an instantly identifiable 80s tune.
Yeah.
But I got to go the other way. That's where my heart lies.
I saw it coming. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Trying to get a lot of heads tonight. Jesus, heads is paying off tonight. 2 in a row. Well, Billy Idol moves on, and
Billy was in a wild spot at that point because he was kind of half punk and half new wave,
and a little rockabilly too.
Yeah, his catalog, Generation X and his early solo stuff. Like 1 minute he would lean into the punk and rockabilly, and then he would lean into the new wave, man. He was in a cool spot.
Well, I mean, we've had 3 Clash songs in this so far. Only one is still in it, but we've had 3 Clash songs and one
new wave.
Yeah, according to
I don't get it either. But then again, they put Prince in new wave, so
Prince was way more new wave than Clash was. Clash was just punk. Clash was more reggae.
I mean,
they were
there was a Ramones song here too. So I mean, I can't explain why Ranker puts things in things, but Ramones are not new wave to me. They're punk, but
terrible with their knowledge.
Yeah, it makes for interesting content, so I deal with it. But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Max, and it's going to be Friday I'm in Love by The Cure versus There's Always Something There to Remind Me by Naked Eyes.
Fucking motherfucker. Oh.
I think I'm going to go with Always Something There to Remind Me.
My Home Alone 2 song gets a fucking vote. But CJ, which way you want to go?
See, this is why I don't like doing brackets like this, because you don't do shit like this.
Well, I mean, just so you know, they beat out Aha and the English Beat to get here.
They beat out who? Aha and who?
the English beat.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, they should have. Aha sucked. That's one of the most overrated fucking bands ever. Still
Don't
fucking
beat around the
around,
bush there, Siege.
dude, still around and still putting fucking records out. They have the two of those two guys have never broken up. They have been putting records out continuously since the fucking 80s that nobody fucking knows they exist. They've got like 35 fucking records out, and it's like, really? You know what? Oh man, I'm gonna go with The Cure because I know Jeremy's gonna vote for the other one, and The Cure was a band that The Cure is very much like Blue October. I absolutely hated them when I first heard them, and then I grew to love them, and now they're one of my favorite bands. And Friday I'm in Love is just one of those quirky songs that, you know, it's so different than the rest of what they do. It's Robert Smith not being emo, basically. So I'm going to go with Friday I'm in Love.
And Dean?
Robert Smith toured for a while with Susie and the Banshees. And Susie at one point told him to quit the do-nothing band he's in and join the Banshees. Robert took that kind of personally. They really haven't been friends since. It's one of the few stories I know about Robert Smith, mostly because I dated a girl for a while who loved him. But she's still, I have good memories of her and good memories of that time. So I'm going to vote for Robert Smith and Friday I'm in Love.
Same, mate.
I mean, plus he.
Go ahead.
I mean, I was gonna say, plus he did beat Mecca Streisand, so.
I was gonna say, one of my best friends, Bryce. I met him at Cedar Point, my first year at Cedar Point, and he is literally damn near Robert Smith's twin. He's the one who he walked in. He was just, he was all about The Cure, played them constantly, and I was like, that is the worst fucking band I've ever heard. They suck. Quit playing them. And he's like, you just haven't heard them in the right frame of mind. And I'm like, dude, there's no frame of mind I would ever like this band. And then I came in one night, I was drunk as fuck, laid on the bed. We had all the lights off and the fucking Static Globe sitting at the dresser was going, and he played fucking Disintegration. And I was like, this is actually kind of fucking cool. God damn it!
CJ, you were right. Oh, Something Never Remind Me is my number 4 because it's a fucking amazing song.
Yeah.
Friday I'm in Love is my number fucking 24 because it's oversaturated to me. It's oversaturated.
Yeah.
But that means I'm gonna choose. Fuck it. I'm gonna try to differ it up. I'll do. And plus, I said earlier the musical, like the instrumentals in the beginning of it and like before the chorus, remind me of like the Home Alone 2 scene where he goes out into New York City for the first time. So, the fucking bells. But I'm gonna go Tails for Always Something to Remind Me. Hopefully, I can get a little luck with Tails tonight. Oh, leave it to me to fucking get the one that changes it. Naked Eyes moves on. Fuck. See, when Harley's not here, everything goes my way. I don't fucking get that. But it's true, apparently. Harley, you gotta work more often, sweetie. Especially in my brackets. But, I'm kidding. Don't kill me. In my sleep. Please. My wife wouldn't be too happy. Or maybe she would, I don't fucking know. But, the last matchup in round 2 is gonna get started off by Max. Actually, no, Max are off last one. By CJ. Oh, I Touch Myself by the Vinyls versus Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins.
Oh, yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah, it's definitely the Thompson Twins. That's
Actually,
another band that should have been so much more popular.
but actually, okay. This was the initial play-in that got Thompson Twins to this point, and I said to myself, I'm like, which way would have CJ gone? If it was Hold Me Now, Thompson Twins, or Rock and Roll High School by Ramones?
I would have gone with Thompson Twins.
All right. I figured the doo-wop elements of it would have got you fucking going for it, but I wasn't sure.
I like Rock and Roll High School and the Ramones, but it's a punk song. It's not a new wave song.
That's what I said. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew what CJ would think. I'm like, and plus the doo-wop, a fucking Thompson Twins. But
I'm going to be honest. When it comes to Thompson Twins battled constantly with their comparison to Culture Club. And
I can see that.
They got buried by at the same time. They were from the same town, the same area, they were friends, and they both had the cross-dressing male singers. So, they kind of got buried by Culture Club. But to be completely honest, I think Thompson Twins were a far superior group musically than Culture Club was. Because Thompson Twins were a unit, where Culture Club was just Boy George with a bunch of people, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's a reason he went solo.
Thompson Twins, and people forget Howard Johnson, too. And Howard Johnson was fucking amazing.
Not the hotel chain people, but Dean, which way you want to go?
Got to go with Thompson Twins. Hold Me Now. That song is iconic. I came up in the 80s.
I got to go with I Touch Myself. I Touch Myself is 4 spots above it. And like I said, that Austin Powers scene.
That doesn't surprise me, Jeremy.
What do you need, baby?
I was an expert at that content in my fucking teen years. So actually, up to moving with my wife about 4 years ago. So but which way you want to go, Max?
Oh, I'm going with the Divinyls.
Just kind of.
I just don't think it would like mold or anything.
No, it'll be fine.
I'm going with the Divinyls.
Which means heads or tails there, Max, because we got a tiebreaker.
You know what? I'm going to go with tails again.
Tails for the Divinyls. Oh, and Thompson Twins take it. I hear sighs of relief, but
sorry.
I fucking love I Touch Myself. I don't know, it's a good song, but and as I said earlier, nothing harder than a girl saying she touches herself in a song. But
I just thought it was just such a. To me, it was an iconic moment in musical history that, the Tubes actually did a song on their second album that was really quite similar to that song. I would like to believe that song was influenced by the Tubes. And so that's one of the reasons I like that too, is because I love the Tubes, and they had a song that was quite similar to that. So anyway,
there you go. Well, there you go. But that means that Dean starts off the quarterfinals, and it's going to be Obsession by Animotion versus One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head.
One Night in Bangkok. Like I said, man, that has personal connections for me. So that gets my vote till it gets voted off.
Ooh. CJ happy.
There was this show back like 10 years ago now, probably less than that, but around 10 years ago, where 4 celebrities went on vacation together. It was William Shatner and Terry Bradshaw and a couple other celebrities. And it was a reality show. It was fucking hilarious because of Shatner and Bradshaw. But they went to Bangkok in one of the episodes, and Bradshaw started making out with this what he thought was a chick. And then they walk, and then he was all happy about it, like all blushing and shit, and like they walked away, and Shatner's like, you know, you just kissed a boy, right? And he's like, no, and Shatner's like, yeah. Fucking hilarious. Terry Bradshaw was hilarious. Man.
It's like the joke
Terry
guy
Bradshaw
goes
was
to
hilarious.
Bangkok. It's like the joke guy goes to Bangkok, meets two hookers on the street. The two hookers tell him, sleeping with us will be like winning the lottery. He gets back to the room and he realizes it's true. They had 6 matching balls.
But yeah, as far as this matchup goes, this is my number 1 and 2 against each other. So fuck this matchup. But One Night in Bangkok's my number 1. Obsession's my number 2. So I gotta give it to One Night in Bangkok. Which way you want to go, CJ?
Oh yeah, One Night in Bangkok. That is one. There are certain songs from the 80s that I will immediately crank a radio full blast. One Night in Bangkok is absolutely one of those songs. There's something about that song. It is just an undeniable fucking song, man. And sadly, it's really the only song that
He's a one-hit wonder. I said that. Yeah, he's a one-hit wonder.
Well, he's not a one-hit wonder. He's actually a jazz musician. So it was completely out of character for him to do a pop song. He was kind of like Herbie Hancock. Like he had a pop hit, but he was actually more of a jazz musician. So in the jazz side of music, Murray Head still performs. He's still very well known, but he's not a pop guy. So, but yeah, I'm glad that song is in there.
Wasn't Chess from like a Broadway show or a musical or something that he?
Yeah, it was a musical.
Well, that kind of explains it, I guess. But Dean, which way would you go?
Didn't I already answer this?
Yeah.
No, I started off. No. You said One Night in Bangkok too. Yeah, true. I think I missed this, putting a vote down. But it's a sweep, folks. A sweep in the quarterfinals here, which sucks because I love Obsession. It's such a good fucking song, but it just had to end up going against that eventually. But that means I start the next matchup off, apparently.
Obsession was actually written by somebody that most people don't even realize who actually wrote that song.
Prince.
That song. Huh?
Prince?
No, it was actually written by Richard Marx.
Wow.
Married to the singer at the time. So it was actually written by Richard Marx.
I honestly don't know who that is, but
you don't know who Richard Marx is?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, no.
Oh,
Don't
God.
mean nothing.
What?
There's a song.
Yeah.
Don't mean nothing. No serious, no cry.
Right here waiting for you.
I know Right Here Waiting for You. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Like he was when he came out at the beginning, you couldn't fucking avoid his music. He was like Michael Bolton at the time.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking everywhere, man.
Well, that makes sense. But that means Max starts off the next matchup, and it's going to be stepping. It's going to be Stepping Out by Joe Jackson versus Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics.
I'm going to go with Talking in Your Sleep.
And CJ?
The Romantics.
And Dean?
The Romantics.
Which means the Romantics are moving on. Stepping Out was 3 spots higher on my rankings, so I would have went for Joe Jackson. I fucking love the instrumentals in the beginning of that song and throughout the whole song. It's just such a supermarket song. I've heard it so many times. I fucking love those instrumentals. But
it's a good one. It's a good song.
It is, but it's the fucking quarterfinals. All eight of these are fucking amazing songs, so we're gonna be all disappointed at some point. But that means that CJ starts off the next one, and it's "Relax" by Frankie Goes Hollywood or "White Wedding" by Billy Idol.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to go with Billy Idol on this one.
And Dean? Dean? Oh.
Billy Idol.
Which personally on this one, Relax is like 11 spots ahead of White Wedding, so I gotta go with Frankie Goes Hollywood. That's such an 80s new wave song to me. White Wedding is kind of new wave, kind of not. It's kind of more just rock, but in a way, I don't know. New wave, like I said before, genres and music are fluid. Depends who you're talking to. But which way you want to go there, Max?
Man, this is a tough fucking choice for me because I love both these songs, but I'm gonna go with White Wedding.
Which means we don't need no coin flip because Billy Idol's moving on. I ain't disappointed. They're all good songs. At this point, like I said, I can't get mad. Because Charlie's not here, I can't get mad. So, fuck this next matchup, though. Fuck this next matchup. Fuck it, it's so hard. But CJ gets it started, so I'm okay with it a little bit. Actually, wait, no, CJ started last one. So,
hey, real quick,
Dean,
let me, CJ, are you a 10cc's fan?
A what?
Oh, we talked
The
about
band 10cc.
They're okay.
Did you ever hear the song they wrote called "One Night in Paris" on the original soundtrack album? I wonder if there's any. I asked Jeremy about it earlier, and I was just wondering if there was any tie to those two songs, "One Night in Bangkok" and "One Night in Paris."
Oh no, there's no tie.
Yeah.
Niles Roger is he's one of them session guys that people don't realize all the stuff he's on. All the Michael Jackson stuff, all the Prince stuff, all the hip hop stuff. Adam Lambert, he's done a lot of new music with Adam Lambert. Niles Rodgers is a phenomenal songwriter and performer, man. So, you know.
Yeah. But that means that Dean starts off the last matchup in the quarterfinals. And it's going to be There's Always Something That Remind Me by Naked Eyes versus Hold Me Now by Thompson Twins.
I guess I'm going to go with Hold Me Now. It makes me happier.
Now see, if Harley was here, I'd be making a joke about her wanting me to hold her now, but you know. Always Something That Remind Me is my number fucking 4. Hold Me Now is number 9, so I gotta go with Naked Eyes. My Home Alone 2 reference, I think, just fucking puts that forefront in my head always for that song. But they're both such good songs. It's fucking hard, but I'd rather listen to There's Always Something That Remind Me over and over again than Hold Me Now. But Max, which way you want to go?
I'm gonna go with "Hold Me Now."
And CJ?
Thompson Twins, for sure.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I'll hold my tears back as much as I can. But that means the quarterfinals are over, and semifinals can get started. You think it was hard in the last round? Holy fuck, we're fucked. We're just fucked at this point, I'm gonna say. But we did to ourselves though, so no complaints. Because one of these 4 songs taking on the grand winner from last week, and that's gonna be a whole nother challenge in itself. But its first matchup is gonna get started off by me. That's easy. Let's see, this is an easy one. And it's One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head versus Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. It's my number 1 versus my number 6, so obviously I'm going One Night in Bangkok. It's honestly the only song in here I can see beating the grand winner right now. But which way you want to go, Max?
I'm going to go with One Night in Bangkok.
And CJ?
Well, I'm sorry. I was. What was it?
One Night in Bangkok or
yeah,
Talk in Your Sleep?
It's One Night in Bangkok. Yeah. Sorry, Detroit Roots aren't saving their romantics this time.
Which means One Night in Bangkok moves into the finals, and the Romantics will have a chance for third place. But which way would you have gone, Dean?
One Night in Bangkok, and the only version I've heard that was even better than Murray Head's was the one done by Me First and the Gimme Gimmes.
Wait, what? Huh? I missed a cool punk version by one of my favorite bands.
Apparently, yeah.
CJ's got homework now. He's gonna be looking at that shit.
I'm immediately. I'm saying, hold up. I know I have all the Me First records.
They're one of my favorite bands. I love.
Yeah, they changed their name. They're just the Gimme Gimmes now. Basically, they're just a bunch of guys from other punk bands, right?
They're a super group.
Yeah, it's like Fat Mike and No Use for a Name. And I didn't know what record is that on? I didn't know they did a version of that.
I don't know. I heard it at a party where I was stripping, and I asked the DJ who did it. It was a
punk cover. Karma Chameleon, and that was the one they did, like all the drag songs. Blowing in the Wind is the 50s one. Have a Ball is country.
But he said it was Me First and the Gimme Gimme. So
interesting. But that means that Max gets to start off the other side of the semifinals, and it's going to be White Wedding by Billy Idol versus Hold Me Now by Thompson Twins.
I'm gonna stick with my Billy Idol love.
And CJ,
what do we got? Billy Idol and who else?
Hold Me Now versus White Wedding.
Hold Me Now.
Thompson Twins versus Billy Idol.
He went with Hold Me Now if you're waiting, or are you waiting on me?
I hear him. No.
Yeah, he said Hold Me Now.
And which way you want to go, Dean?
It's a new wave bracket. Now, I honestly think White Wedding is a better song, but Hold Me Now is definitely more new wave. So I'm going to go with Hold Me Now.
And Hold Me Now for number 9, White Wedding for number 18. So I got to go with Hold Me Now. It's definitely more of a new wave song, so I am happily, and it's not going to survive the finals, I'm pretty damn sure. So either way, it's not going to matter. I'm pretty sure I know who the final winner is going to be regardless.
Okay.
But
you know what? We're going to YouTube for this because it's not on Spotify.
But the third and fourth place matchup can get started off by CJ. And it's going to be Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics versus White Wedding by Billy Idol.
Talking in Your Sleep.
And Dean?
Talking in Your Sleep.
Yeah. Talking in Your Sleep for number 6. So I'll give it third place. It definitely beats out White Wedding in this bracket. But which way would you have gone, Max?
I'd have gone White Wedding.
Yeah, it wouldn't have died hopelessly. But
ABBA did a version of One Night in Bangkok.
ABBA?
ABBA.
Oh, I gotta hear that. But
Chess, One Night in Bangkok.
I fucking love that ABBA, so I gotta hear that. But that means that that means that Dean starts off the finals matchup, and it's going to be number 72 ranked One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head versus number 25 ranked Hold Me Now by Thompson Twins.
One Night in Bangkok.
And yeah, it's still my number one. So yeah, but which way you want to go there, Max?
One Night in Bangkok.
Which means we have a first place winner for this part. But CJ, which way would you have gone? Hold Me Now or One Night in Bangkok?
One Night in Bangkok.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, which means fuck. I start off the grand finale matchup here, where it takes on last week's winner or 2 weeks ago winner, and it's gonna be number 72 ranked One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head versus number 35 ranked Whip It by Devo. And I gotta go One Night in Bangkok. It's still my number one, and over Whip It, it's still number one to me. But
not even close.
But which way you want to go there, Max?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Whip It. I think Whip It. If we're gonna said that, we talked about this earlier about summarizing new wave. I think Whip It is the quintessential new wave song. So.
And CJ, which way you want to go?
One Night in Bangkok.
And Dean, are we gonna have a tie-breaking situation in the grand finale, or are we gonna have a winner?
I don't know.
Holy shit. My mind is blown. The chorus for One Night in Bangkok, where they're singing One Night in Bangkok, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking ABBA singing that.
Wow.
That's literally the chest. If you look up the video, they're actually doing the play. Murray is in the play and he's singing it. And then when it gets to the chorus part, it cuts to ABBA on the side singing the fucking chorus. And it's the exact song.
Wow.
I'm like, I had no fucking idea that ABBA was the one singing the chorus of One
I
Night
love
in
shit like that, man.
The things you learn.
I'm going to go with Devo. I'm going to go with the band that's the alter ego of the Aquabats.
Which means heads or tails for Devo there, Dean. We have a coin flip in the grand finale matchup, which I never saw coming.
Heads.
I thought it was going to go one way or another, but... Oh! And Whip It stays the grand winner to go on to the next part. At least One Night in Bangkok got its first place for one part, but Whip It. We'll go into part 3 in 2 weeks to face the likes of more REM, Culture Club, Motorhead. How the fuck are they?
What?
Wait. Motorhead?
Ace of Spades.
I was just gonna say it's got to be the Ace of Spades.
How does Ace of Spades wind up in fucking new wave?
I don't fucking know. Plus more Cure, more Simple Minds, some Blondie.
Blondie belongs there. All of those
Absolutely.
bands. But
Blondie
REM is
there.
new wave. REM is not new wave.
Versus some more Gary Newman, some Hall & Oates, some Depeche Mode, a couple Depeche Mode, and some Tears for Fears, and a couple more Clash songs. Couple more Clash songs as well in the next part.
Great.
Fuck you.
Sounds fun.
Gotta love Rancor. It's like 5 Clash songs now in this fucking bracket. But well, folks, that's gonna do it for this part of the bracket.
But the Clash is proto-punk. I mean,
yeah, punk and reggae. They were punk and reggae.
Hey,
Motorhead isn't remotely close to new wave. Let me be laughing his ass off at that. Like,
I did not make these rankings. That's all I can say. But
say there's no members of Motorhead alive anymore. So No original members of Motorhead alive anymore. All 3 of them are dead. So,
but come back in 2 weeks to see part 3, folks, and come watch next week as we do the 1958 Billboard Part 1 bracket for Asylum. It's getting it. I already listened to that playlist a couple times because we thought we were doing it a week ago, and it's an interesting playlist. A lot of rock coming into it. But CJ, where can they find you, buddy?
music.cjplain.rocks. You can find me on Spotify. I have 3 songs now. 2 of them are in Tagalog. If you like reggae in foreign languages, X Marks the Spot is also on there. And in 9 days, you'll be able to hear finally Neon Exodus, the futuristic synthwave alt rock concept record that I wrote. So imagine if Cell Dweller and Shinedown got together and wrote a really cool space opera type of record. So yeah.
Nice.
And if you want, you can go pre-save it now. It's for pre-save on
I already
Apple, YouTube, all of that.
I already fucking did. So will it make me as happy as the new Lord of the Lost album did? I don't know, but we'll find out.
I'm not
folks.
saying it's that good, but
dude, as I told you, it might be Lord of the Lost best album ever, fucking ever. And that's saying something. So if it outdid Blood and Glitter and Judas, like, oh my fucking god. But Dean, where can they find you?
They can find me on Amazon. If they're looking for my book, R. Dean Bose, the book is called Map of Hollows. It is a collection of stories, all with a Missouri connection. Missouri's where I was born and where I lived, so that's sort of why. If they want to find my podcast, they can find it on all the podcatchers, Family Plot Podcast. I do it with my wife and my son. If you have trouble finding it in any of those, just look up the Darkcast Network. We're proud members.
And Max Payne, where can they find you, sir?
At Daryl Peterson on Facebook, The Pain Lair, all one word, on YouTube, and all kinds of other places. You just, type in my name, you'll find some fucking place I'm hanging out.
You may find him hanging out with this asshole named Rob Wilds, but he's awesome.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Of course, on Wrestle Shoot, and I do have a show coming up on the network soon. We haven't announced the date yet, but we got a show coming up called The Pain Lair in the very near future.
Nice, The Pain Lair.
Yeah.
But, folks, you can find your musers, DJ and I both, on Facebook at Squatchy Largefoot, on X and the Gram as @Juggalo Bastard, and of course on YouTube, the best place to see everything, as I was just advertising at the New England Podcasters Group today. YouTube, Maniacal Music Musings, best place to see everything. And come back in 2 weeks to see the next part of this bracket, and get ready to hear Tuesday's episode in the near future, where you get to see CJ freak out over having listened to the Rolling Stones. But
not freaking out. It just not a
disappointment.
band I enjoy. I mean, I'll listen. Just one of them bands that
I will accept. I like CJ because I seem to be able to throw out references that he stops and goes, "What? Why did you?"
And the Stones are a band that I have a lot of respect for them. Obviously 60 plus years together as a band speaks for itself. Dozens of records. They've done everything you could possibly do as a band. They're just one of them bands I'm kind of about. I don't hate them. I just don't like them.
I'm the same way, so it's gonna be an interesting show on Tuesday. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But it's a good buddy of mine from New England Podcasters Group who came and talked to us all and gave his presentation.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been Sonic Youth. Sonic Youth, I would just straight out refuse to listen to it because.
Well, see, it's like Cher. I can tell you Cher is undeniably talented. But given the option to listen to a Cher album,
right,
probably got something better to do.
I actually don't think I have a problem with that, especially if it's the Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves album. But
I I would listen to Cher before I listen to the Stones. To be honest,
Same. Actually, same. Tuesday's gonna be interesting, but come back next time, folks, and see it all. Have a good one, everybody.